So I remember the first time I ever rode a roller coaster. I remember the anticipation, getting on, strapping my seatbelt on, and hearing each click as we got higher and higher. And I remember feeling, that anticipation, being nervous, feeling a little anxiety. That's kind of how it was when I decided that I'm going to start to grow my business and to bring on a team. The only problem was I really didn't know how to bring on a team. I didn't know the first thing I needed to do. I didn't know, which order I needed to do things in. If you found yourself feeling like this, then this was probably going to be a video that you're going to get some value out of. So my name is Marcus Crockett, and welcome to Clean Things Solutions, where we take all of the guesswork out of how to start and grow your commercial cleaning business. If this is your first time here and you get value out of this video, make sure you go ahead and hit the subscribe, like, and notification bell. I very much do appreciate it. But in this video, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give you the framework that I used back then and I still use now to grow and build and scale my teams. But with that said, let's get into it. Now, if you're new, if you're just getting started, if you haven't even started yet, this is still gonna be a video that you can use because you can apply it however you choose. Now, what I mean by that is, and this is actually the first step to building out a team, you want to build a team in areas where you're weak, in areas where you're not strong. Now, we all have different strengths and weaknesses. This is the reason why I'm giving you the framework versus me telling you, hey, you got to hire this person and this person and this person, because everyone's going to be different. So what I had to do was I had to take this huge boogeyman, this monster, this team. And the reason why I'm saying it's a monster, it's a team, because there's a lot of things that I didn't know when I first started, right? And having a team seemed like it was this grand thing that I was only going to be able to accomplish once I reached, 6 figures or whatever the number is, right? I felt that it was going to be something that I was going to be able to get later down the line, but it's not the case. So once you bring in one person, regardless if that's labor, regardless if that's a person who does your digital marketing or does your social media posts, or who does whatever the thing is that you're not good at or that you don't want to do. Once you bring that person in, you now have the building blocks for a team, right? And you can build off of just that one person. Well, it's going to be you and that person, or you, your partner, and that person, but you can build off of that. And this is really the way it works, right? So me, for example, I know how to write, I send emails, I know how to do the whole nine, but when it comes down to our email marketing, I outsource that. I bring in a virtual assistant. I have an assistant who does all of that stuff for me. I train her exactly how I want things to be done, the sequence in which I want emails to be sent out, and she goes to work and she brings in new clients. Each and every week, she brings in new clients based on the thing that I don't want to do. I went ahead and I outsourced it. Now let's talk about the costs. The cost to bring in someone that does something like that is not expensive at all. It's not even nearly as expensive as you might think it would be. Depending on whatever country you hire out of, you can easily look on a place like Upwork or Fiverr or Ask Sunday. There's so many different places, and you can get assistants to do whatever tasks you need them to do, for next to nothing. It doesn't cost a lot of money at all. And this is something that you can do over and over and over again. If you want to have 2 people that send out emails, you can go ahead and bring in 2 people. Now you have a bigger marketing team. If you want someone to do your SEO, which I do, that's another thing that I outsource for. I hire a contractor and come in and they'll do all of my SEO. I'm not good at SEO. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that I am good at it. That's not something that I enjoy doing. So I'll bring someone who is good at it, someone who does enjoy doing it. You don't have to be good at each and every aspect of the business in order for your business to grow. Yes, it's helpful for you to know, how things work. It's helpful for you to put systems together, but overall, you don't have to master each and every part of your business in order for it to actually grow and for you to start to get the things that you actually got in business for. Now, I'm gonna tell you a huge mistake that I made. I'm telling you, hopefully you don't make this same mistake. So I'm gonna tell you a really, really big mistake that I made. Hopefully you don't make the same mistake as you're growing your business, but I feel it's important, since we're talking about building a team, it's important for me to be able to share, my bumps and my scrapes and my bruises, so you don't have to go through the same thing. Now, there are things in business that I've learned that I just feel like everyone knows this, or everyone should know it. But the truth is that everyone doesn't know it. It's just like you, for example. There are things that you know that's not common knowledge. Everyone just doesn't know. So the mistake that I made was, I had brought in this was one of my first hires. I had brought them in and I said, okay, go ahead, clean the bathroom. when I went to go check behind them, the bathroom wasn't clean the way that I like for it to be clean. So the mistake was me delegating without clear instructions. This is one of the things that, it's actually one of the building blocks to say, I need to have something that's put in place, a system that's in place. These are our standard operating procedures that anyone can go ahead and look at, and they'll know exactly what they're supposed to do based on whatever task is at hand. The bottom line is, when you're delegating, just make sure that you are 100% clear. If you have something in writing so that they can read off of, then that's going to be perfect. One of the best things that I do like to do, especially now, is I'll show them how to do it, then I'll watch them do it, then I'll let them do it, right? This is the way that I train. And it doesn't matter whether it's someone who's, going to clean a toilet, or if it's going to be someone who's going to send out an email, or someone who's going to post on our social media. I'll show them how to do it. I'll teach them how to do it. I'll watch them do it, and then I'll let them do it. That's the way it works. And I don't really step in until there's a problem. And all of that helped me to become a better communicator. Because again, like, there will be things that I just thought that everyone knew that everyone just doesn't know. So that really helped me to become an effective communicator, especially like when you're dealing with people that, English may not be their first language, for you to be able to make sure that they understand exactly what you need them to do and the order in which you need them to do it in, so on and so forth. This is how you build your business. This is how you really build your team. Also, making sure that your team has the right equipment or the right tools or the right software, the right programs to do the job that you need them to do. I can't hire my cleaners to go and, clean an account if they don't have all of the tools that they need to get the job done. All of the towels, the mops, all of the cleaning solutions. I want to make sure that they're set up for success. Also, setting clear expectations on how we expect for the closet to look after they're done cleaning. This is a completely different video for another day, but I'm going to go ahead and touch on it right now. You want to make sure that your janitorial closet, wherever your accounts are, you will always want to make sure that those are clean and presentable, because we're only there, and usually when we're there, no one else is in the building. We don't know what goes on in those closets when we're not there. So keep that in mind. There are people that are going to be going in and out of those closets, and if the closet is messy, if it's dirty, it's a poor representation on you as a business owner, and that can even turn worse if there are other things that are going on in the account, like not dusting, not vacuuming, so on and so forth, right? I don't want to go down too far down that rabbit hole, but just making sure that you set clear expectations, and the worker that you have has all the tools and equipment to do the job the way that it should be done. So all of that's really just going to create a better work environment for you and for your team that you're building. One of the things that's not really talked about as much is creating that work environment that's positive, that people want to come to, that people want to be a part of. That's something that's huge. That's going to help your team. So I have cleaners that work for me that bring us other cleaners, because we create a positive place for them to work. I'm not a micromanager. I'm an easy person to work for. All I ask is that things are done the way that they're supposed to be done. And all of those things helps let them know, like, I'm not just another number. I'm actually a part of the team. This feels good to be here. And I take that same approach even with my virtual assistants who are overseas, right? For example, our holidays are our holidays, the American holidays. Those are for us. But, I have people that overseas that are doing different tasks, or doing different things. We have quota systems. If everything is in place, if they're actually meeting the numbers that we need them to meet, when we have our holidays, guys, take the day off and I'm going to pay you. I'm going to make sure that you're paid. And all this does is creates an environment for them to want to come back, to want to do a good job, to want to do that extra follow-up. Sometimes they work off the clock. They'll do different things. They send me prayers and different things for my birthday and for the holidays and for Christmas. They send all types of stuff. And it all boils down to just really creating that positive type of environment where people want to be, where people want to come and do a good job. All of these things go into play when it comes to building your team. So again, like, if you're just getting started, if you're brand new, don't look at this team as this huge monster. Start small. Start in areas where you're not good at and just build from that point on. It's not as hard as you think that it is. It's easily doable. And once you start doing it, you'll realize, like, wait a minute, I hyped up building up a team way more than I should have. So all of the things that I just went over, the employees and all the way to the VAs, I cover all of this stuff in detail inside of the executive course. The link to that will be in the description. Guys, that is it for today's video. Like I say in the game of business, spectators only watch, hustlers get into the game so they can win. I'm always dropping jewels, but the only way to be in position to pick them up is you got to like, comment, and subscribe. Once again, my name is Marcus Crockett. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.